Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. We're going to a 1v1 tournament and who are we gonna get? Chappelle. Ooh. The intermediate group this week. Okay, this should be interesting. Hope we get some fun matches. Power of anime is strong still. Must always be respected. Ooh, choices here. Choices. I'm liking early tanks, and missile spec gives you tempo as well, so I'll take the missile spec. There, cost control. So I'm expecting pressure here, but I'm still going to build fairly standard. What I'll do is I'll put these guys here. Leaving a 4 gap for a giant there if I want it. These guys here. Yeah, we'll just play super standard. Get our chaff going. Play non-committal. There it is. It's not as far forward as I thought it would be though. So he's scared of the turrets, which in turn gives us a free turret, and the crawlers hit it. No, it doesn't actually. He's got it covered. Ooh, mid-board chaff. Interesting. They come in as a solid block though, and a single unit of arc light here pulls them straight into it and kills them. We'll see, we'll see. I guess with the turret being there, they get pulled towards the turret more. No, it's not a bad angle actually, thinking about it. Because it's not going to run into my tanks, it will distract this turret for ages. Just watch. Yeah. Though the fangs will cover. Yeah. Oh no. I thought they'd all get stuck on that wall, but they didn't. The turret is now reloading. At a key moment in the battle. He's busy fumbling with his reload pack. Doesn't get to shoot anything of substance, he only shot crawlers. Ugh. And the debuff kills our other tower and our tanks. No. We've got one tank though making a break for the tower, flanked by a squad of trusty supportive fangs. And now they head to their doom. Fighting tanks head on. No fear. Perhaps they should know fear. Because fear is the mind killer. Which is just another way of saying people do silly things when they're panicking. Yeah. Right, Rhino Assault, Fortified Mustang, Wasp Summon. Ooh. So we're good versus the Wasp Summon. But if Rhino Assault gets through, he's not good versus the Wasp Summon. Well, I'm going to be kind of old school. We're going to do that. Just to clear the crawlers away so the Wasp can go straight for the tower. It's very important I get all the crawlers though, so let's do it more carefully. Yeah. Okay, 350 for the actual turn, just means more chaff. You really done it. Completely non-committal. We'll knock Mustangs in the meantime in case he goes Wasp commit with the Wasp card there. I doubt it. I doubt he'll commit heavy into her. Maybe some Phoenixes. Problem is the Phoenixes overrun most of his units here. I think he'll try and extend the tank line. We'll see. Nope. Hound line. Interesting. There we go, got his tower. Yeah. So this is crying out for Stormcallers. Just look at the shield to pop, hounds to kill, tanks to kill, all bunched up, and Mustangs to bait anti-missile on. It's crying out for Stormcallers. It does have some Mustangs killing our Wasps, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have the Wasp kill everything. But I say that, there's only a couple of Mustangs left. Oh, it's enough though, it's enough. And we're not going to get the shield. But we do have 4 tanks versus 3 tanks. And here's a mini tanks being cost control. There we go. Even with a tower snipe though, we only won by 3 tanks. That's terrifying. But our tanks did level. That's huge. Efficient tech. It's very early in the game. I need to buy 3 techs to make it worthwhile. I think it's worth it though. It costs 150 effectively, because it'd be 50 for the skip otherwise. Interesting shield. I think I still go for the crawlers if I catch some of the Mustangs at the same time. More the merrier. And then we add Stormcaller. Where are you? There you are. I swear the units move around sometimes. Nice little spread there. Anything else to add in? I would normally go for marksman about nowish. No, we'll just go with late chaff. We'll just go with late chaff. Have them filter through over here. Happy with this. Mustangs over here. Didn't put them exactly behind the tower though, interesting. So he's predicting that maybe I will predict his balance out and avoid it. Phoenixes, ooh. So the late fangs will be useful. He does need single target DPS. Interesting shield choice. Does cover the tower. That's a risky positioning there. The Phoenixes don't level. Look at his late chaff here, so Stormclaws are going to do a lot of work. Particularly if they stand right on the edge of the shield like they did last round. Yep, that's half the shield. Well, no, a quarter of the shield gone already. Did level his tanks, just same as we did. This battle's all about the tanks. I'm looking at his board and thinking Stormclaws are great. Hackers are great. Well, hackers aren't great because they're Mustangs, but they're not bad. Good versus everything else on the board. Didn't get a shield. No. Come on, kill the tanks so we can get Stormclaws onto the shield. Yes, let's get that shield. Get that shield gone. Beautiful. It's 100 in the bank for us. Only got a handful of fangs though to kill this Phoenix. But we might get some chance to kill some shieldage. Ooh, it's another 100 in the bank for us if we can get it. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Yes! Oh, the round was over so soon. We still had time. We still had a tower to kill. A Phoenix to kill. Having too much fun. Ooh. Ooh, some of these are fun. Does run armor in his tanks. Has the full carry, full tank tanking suite version here with armor, field maintenance, and link. Tempted to go Vulcan, just because it's a safe bet versus everything, really. And these Mustangs are pushing forward a bit, and they are getting levels. It's Fire Badger level 3 though, which is worth 400. So if I was just selling, the Fire Badger would be the worth. Yeah, the Fire Badger would be worth the most. Void Eyes aren't bad, but there's just so many.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Could do the Void Eyes. Could do the Void Eyes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the Void Eyes. Some variety in life. Go. Suppression shots for 50. That's nuts. Let's go. Some elite Void Eyes. Put them in. They move at 8, so as long as they're a little bit behind the tank line, they'll do just fine. Put them in the centre, put them more on the outside as well. This side has got more tanks, I think this side needs more Void Eyes. 250 left over, it's not enough for range. Level the Stormcallers? Yeah, level the Stormcallers. Happy with this. And do we do damage up, health up? Field maintenance on the tanks, there we go. That should keep him busy for a while. Field maintenance on, Fire Badger, level 3. Wow. Going straight into the rapid fire cannon. Some good distraction crawlers, stopping our Stormcallers from getting on stuff. Ooh, come on the Void Eyes. Yes, good damage. I'm a little bit light on chaff clear now comparatively, so we need to think about that. We haven't sold a turret yet, but our turrets are shooting for most of the round. Nice. Field maintenance tanks doing okay. We need to get level 2 on these tanks over here. Yeah, they've got it. Perfect. And we need a little bit more anti-air versus these Phoenixes, but not too much, just a little. I like sprinkling of anti-air. Damage. 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 It's pushing me towards Mustang. Let's solve this. He puts the damage on these guys, right? How much damage are they doing? 26. Only 5,000, not that much. He's got to level up and get health to balance out. Oh, he's already got the health and it's not going to be enough because he's cock control, so I'm going to missile up there no matter what. He doesn't have redeploy. He does have mobile beacon, so he could mobile beacon these guys sideways. But that means he's not mobile beaconing these guys. So, value. And Sentry Bomb's not bad. Great tempo, but he could just click Sprinkler. It's expensive though. 45 Mustang actually. Hang on. How much else have they got? Not that much. I think we're going range Mustangs versus this. Let's not forget key thing. Might go rebirth in the Phoenixes, level of tanks, that's a key thing as well. I think we want elite Mustangs. Ooh. That means I can't get range on them. Am I okay with that? Or are we learning to get range? Or are we selling something? No, there's nothing here to sell, really. We only need range to get the Hounds. Let's get out of that range of the Hounds. Do I take temporary range this round to match the Hounds then? I think I do. And then we put these guys over here with damage. No, these guys with damage over here. Got two behind there. I'm not putting a shield down. Is that silly? That is silly.
Shields up, ready.
Oh, didn't quite cover it. Yeah, that was silly. I wouldn't have shielded as far forward though as a standard player, so I'm not too fussed. Hopefully we don't run everything into the fire, just the crawlers. Nope, Void Eye's going into the fire as well. Painful. It's gone scope versus what we're building here. Interesting. This will be a good turn for him here with the fire. And it's annoying because I've loaned and taken cheap units. Ugh. Can do oil next turn as well. Oh, not that good a turn for him actually. He's kind of struggling. He will get through the shield in the end. Maybe? No, he doesn't! Oh! Doesn't break the shield, even with the fire. But we did loan, we can't be too cocky.
Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Well, that solves that problem. We can arrange the Mustangs now. Didn't look to see what spells there were, I kind of insta-clicked. That was silly. I think the DRM will not be happy with me here.
Yeah, I'll let you off. I was editing in Star Wars clips.
We have Missile Strike. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. So they all turn this way. They're very short range though, those guys. Phoenix range. Oh, I've got to hit the Phoenixes, so yeah. Do it as far this way while still hitting that right hand Phoenix. There we go, that guy. And then we've got Mustangs with range. Void Eyes, I'd love to get more Void Eyes with range. Let's just get more Void Eyes. Pop them in over here. Oh, it's not quite symmetrical, there's not a gap on these ones. DRN. Letting the side down. We're lacking our fangs over on this side as well. So let's balance out nicely. Do I level the Stormcallers up? Thank you, a lot of work. I think I'll just take range again. Not gonna loan. Happy with this. Let's see what he's gone with. Scopes with siege mode. Splash Mustang. He sold the Phoenixes. Can we kill the Mustangs? No, we can't. We're gonna run out of Wasps before he runs out of Mustangs. That's a shame. That is a pity. Is it? Yeah. One Mustang. Two Mustangs live at the end of the round. But whilst he was busy dealing with the corner, we're dealing with his entire army. Yeah, siege mode scopes, they're decent if they can hit stuff. But cost control costs a lot of DPS. And my voice is breaking. I feel like a teenager again. No, I'm just tired. Always tired. Welcome to life as an adult. Ooh, Overlord. Doesn't have much anti-air now, just the Mustangs, and they're quite short range. So yeah, we'll take Overlord. And he's short range, so we're going to extend the lead, if you know what I mean, by taking more range. I'm bunching up quite a lot here. Is that bad? Is that bad? It's pretty bad. Do I sell the rapid fire cannon now? I think he's done his duty for king and country. Feels weird saying that. I still haven't adjusted to the new reality of the old gal not being around anymore. Fangs there, just to stop that siege mode scope from causing mischief. Long range. Another unit crawls at the front. We treat siege mode scorpion like it's Stormcallers. So we try and distract it as best we can. I'm going to pull him towards my bigger tanks. Do I go all the way out or do I come back? I think I come back. There's a risk I overlap my own fangs, but I think they'll be too far forward so we don't full fire into them. Do I want speed as well to try and dodge the scopes? Yeah, let's do it. Big turn for us here. If he's lacking anti-air, no, he's gone Phoenix with shield. Okay. I guess he was worried about me hard committing to this corner over here. I could have maybe sold those crawlers rather than the turret. I think the turret was going to get killed anyway. But yeah, in hindsight, I would have probably sold those crawlers. But they do leave us with options in that corner over there. Void Eye's doing a lot of work. We probably need to go range on them next. Problem is, if I do that, then the Mustangs end up tanking at the front for us. Maybe I just commit to Overlord. And go like wasp summoning the Overlord. Oh, could have got the shield as well. I'm being greedy though. I'm being greedy. Right. Crawler summoning, super supply, shield drop. I think it's crawler summoning. He's lacking a bit in the middle. If I put something right at the front, these hounds all run forwards. I've got stuff right at the front. I like it. I like it a lot. So these guys are trying to pull... So these are my sacrificial lambs. These are my siege mode scorpion dodgers. These are my distract as much of his army as possible. Long range speed, overlord ups. Gain levels. Costs a fortune though. We don't really need the damage, he's cost control. I'd love to click range on these guys. I'd love to. I'll level them up anyway, the Void Eyes. Ah, two big overlords. Yes, gonna become a nuisance for him. And this is the side we need to get the shield going from. We're gonna sell these guys. We're gonna missile off. Can we get some of the hounds? Yes, we can. Missile the hounds, missile the mustangs. How much health have the mustangs got? Not that much, considering. You know what? Those mustangs there are going to come across. So let's do that. 100 left over, temp range, lone speed, that. Done. Lots of mustangs at the back. Oh, we've pulled them apart a little bit. Oh, I forgot to move this overlord in the centre. Doesn't matter. Small things. Editing DRM won't be happy with me.
He never is.
But we can live without editing DRM.
Excuse me?
There's the anti-missile finally. Being perfectly happy with me on all occasions. Hey. Oh, look at the damage. The scorpions with siege mode lobbing huge bolts of plasma across the battlefield. But there isn't enough anti-air left. The overlords reign supreme from above. Death and destruction. The mustangs, while good anti-missile, isn't enough versus this much firepower from the skies, and that will be GG, sorry. Give him good luck in the next. Sorry, dude. Never really got into it. I think relying on hounds for your chaff clear is riskier. I'm not a believer in hounds right now, I'll be honest. And I'm not a fan of Fortified Mustang unless you know exactly what you're doing. You've got a plan. Like, they're sitting right behind some steel balls. And even then, I probably wouldn't go the 2 damage reduction techs on them as well. I think you probably just need to go straight range. I think Mustangs almost always need range. Yeah, our Mustangs did 202,000 damage. His Mustangs did 23, and they were there for most of the game. These are the ones there for the entire game, and they did 35,000 damage over the entire game. Compared to ours, which came a turn or 2 later, but we did get a damage item on them and a tech on them, and did 250,000 damage. So the difference maker here for me was the Mustangs in the mid-game, and the finisher was the Overlord. Terrible positioning on this one. I would have put him over here, or over here personally. Possibly even on the corner right here to try and snipe off this fella. If I was going to leave these crawlers here, yeah, I could have put the Overlord in this corner here, sniped this, given him some escort, and had him run in and kill this tower really quickly for us. So yeah, that's a misplay on my part. I could have killed this tower, and I didn't do so. The shield would have bought him more time, though. He did have the Phoenixes that would have come across, the Mustangs that would have come across. So maybe an Overlord and a crawl set wouldn't have been enough. interested to see how he's so hard committed to the back defending against the crawler summon. Even if the crawler summon had gone off perfectly for me, I don't think it would have got the towers. So it wouldn't have been the end of the world. These Mustangs alone would have covered it. With splash and just running over. Yeah, interesting game. Interesting game. Fire Badger 1 set with field maintenance. Void Eyes did a lot of work though. We'll respect them. Not as much as the Mustangs, because it's more spread out, diffuse across the battlefield. We had so many Void Eyes, they were almost chaff clear to a degree. Particularly when he's got the super chaff or the big chaff with the hounds. Anyway, I won't overanalyze things. Yeah, I could sit there talking for days. People would get very bored. Right, still 2 in progress. Ooh, I'm seed 1. I'm seed 1, so that means if there's an odd number of players, I'll get a player who's already lost a game. Phalanx, oh, that'd be a good game. Otherwise, I'm getting a competitive squirrel wearing, is that a British Army hat or a safari hat? I'm not sure. With a spear. So that reminds me of, I was going to say Age of Empires, yeah, where you can have random text units, you know, guys with spears fighting guys with muskets, or modern advanced infantry in Civilization. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you had some fun there, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next round.